All right, folks, telling you about the last time I was mow detecting about the rock piles and stuff. There's rock piles here, but the last high water put mud on it. And this is where I found a bunch of stuff on video. I was really excited today to like hunt arrowheads, and you can see there's very little I can do. I might get in there and try to sift some more, but started running this Garrett Ace over these places that I thought there'd be coins and stuff. Got a nice hit here. I'll let you listen to it. I'm in relic mode, so this isn't coin mode, and it's a real nice hit. And I get down in here and start looking and thinking, what in the heck is that? I thought it was big, and check it out. A real old axe, iron axe, and it's dumped over the bank with these old foundation stones. It'll be an old one because everything I found here bottle-wise has been cork. This is gonna be a nice axe. Oh man, I can feel it in my hand. This is my first axe of the year. All right, look at the patina on that baby. Oh, it's like blue and oh wow, what a nice piece. What a nice old axe head. That's an old one. Well, anyway, I'll get this in my bag and I'll see what else I can do, man. Just right off the bat, first signal I dug with the Garrett Ace 400 in relic mode on the river is a relic. Man, it really picks through the junk, and you wouldn't believe all the trash that's in here. You can see it all washed in. There's iron pipes out there in the water laying, and it picked this out. I'm very pleased with this. I have a nice collection of these that I've dug, and that's gonna look nice with them later. I'm back. I'll let you listen to this one. The axe was right there, and you can see what I'm using. That plastic screen there is an industrial dishwasher screen. It's so light you can carry it with a finger. If you're on water like this and it's real muddy, look at this mud. You get a signal and it's small, you can put it in that sifter and sift it down right in the water. But that's a nice relic hit there. That's diggable every time for me. Could be another axe. It's jumping around a little bit, but that's we'll see what this is. I'll get it out and we'll look at it together later. All right, this is what this was. It's some kind of aluminum tube container. It's not terribly old, maybe 1950, 60, maybe even newer than that, but you got to dig this kind of stuff. So I'm 50%, 2 holes. I got one good thing. We're gonna look up through here later. This is why I'm doing this. I've been mostly arrowhead hunting. I used to do this a bunch, and I used to find lots of stuff like this, and I kind of got out of it because of the arrowheads. Right over there you can see where I was standing, got that other axe. Listen to this, folks. This Garrett Ace 400 is so good. It's so much better than my other detectors, and I have some other good ones. Picking this stuff out, that it's mind-blowing. This is a minefield under this mud of modern junk, blah blah blah, just pop tabs, everything. And I've got this thing tuned in, and it's just picking out almost everything old I dig. This is the 3rd hole I've dug. I'm not cherry picking or nothing, I'm just digging good signals. I'm 2 for 3 on relics. Look here, it's another axe. It's another old iron axe head. And the houses above me here are all mid 1800s, built 1850, all pre-Civil War. This one, the back's missing, but maybe I'll be able to find the rest of it. Look how old. It's the same patina as that other one almost. Look at that. Very awesome. 2 axes in 5 minutes. And these are old ones. Look at that. It's hard to honestly tell how old this is on the river. You get into some of this stuff, I'll have to look up the form of this and see. Some of this stuff could be 1700s, easily. Well, anyway, later. Alright, I'm back. I had high hopes of that place, but I couldn't really even sift for arrowheads. There's so much mud on it. But I took the metal detector and found 2 awesome axe heads, so you can't complain about that. So I salvaged it today because I had a detector. But anyway, I'll get back. I'll try to add some clips to that. These are 2 pretty good finds for me too, within like 10 minutes. Well, anyway, later. All right, see all these are raspberries. They got all, you don't want to touch that. You'll be picking them little tiny needles. It's like a cactus. You'll be picking them out of your hand for a week. They'll even go through your pants. But I'm walking up the mountain of pain again. Tell you a little bit about the cellar and the well, or the spring I found that's rocked off up here. That's where I'm heading. Where a few videos ago I found a buffalo nickel and a couple Indian head pennies, and the Indian head pennies are just top of the line condition, and they have beautiful emerald and like hunter green patinas. And in the pictures I showed on my video, they were only halfway cleaned up. I meticulously cleaned them the right way. They're some of the nicest Indian head pennies I've ever got out of the ground. Both of them are. So if I can get one more of them, we're good. But anyway, I don't think it's a house. I've done some detecting up here and haven't filmed it. And all around the rocked off spring, I'm finding mason jar lids of early ones, early 1900 ones into the late 1800s. And the spring also has beer bottles in it that are broke, the wheeling ones, and they were using it as a cooler. And it's an outpost of a farm, a very rich farm, one of the wealthiest farms around, that owned a lot of land in the early 1900s, would have been its heyday. I'd say the one rock foundation is a horse barn. Found horseshoes in it and around it, not much else, some pennies. I found the wheat cent over there. And then I'd say the little cellar is by the spring is like a spring house. They probably had the water running down into it maybe, and they kept milk and stuff there. They had dairy farms, so with what I found around it too, it makes sense. There's not as much stuff as should be around the house, and it made me wonder, because I know what I'm doing with the Garrett Ace 400, and if someone was living there for any extended period of time, I'd have been finding forks and spoons and just all kinds of just household stuff, and it's not there. So looking around, I figured out what it is. It's long abandoned, and I have a chance for some good coins, silver, and boy, I tell you, these Indian head pennies are beautiful. But anyway, you can go back and watch that video and look at them. They are nice. But I'll get off here and I will get some video taken if I can, and hopefully I can find an old coin. And that was the information on the stuff, so hope that gives you a little background more on it, and hopefully I can find some more relics. 2 nice axe heads this morning, arrowhead hunting with the Garrett Ace. Later. Here's a little tip for you. If you're walking hilly terrain like along a river like I am, I'm walking along the Ohio River on hilltops. These gullies like this up the side, I always walk them and I detect them. if there was any activity on top of these flats, they threw the stuff down in this creek. And with all these big rocks, it didn't really move. This gets some fast flowing water in it because it's on a high grade, but this stuff gets all hung up and lays there for years. And I found axe heads in these too, and farm equipment and cool old stuff. And you can also look for Indian artifacts. There was Indians all on these hills. You know, I found a nutting stone in the woods like a week ago. So it's hard to tell what's up here waiting on me. It's a beautiful day. I'm out just walking around in the woods listening to Cretan's Clearwater Revival on an iPod. How much better could it get? Later. Alright, I'm out in the woods. I'm below that foundation I was talking about earlier with the Garrett Ace 400. I'm where I found that dump a few videos ago, like the bottles, and there's the old flowers. I didn't hit it hardly at all. I wanted to come back. I was tired, but I got it's a high 70s hit right here. Straight there. Feels kind of big, but we'll see. See if it's right here. I'm probably gonna have to hit this with a shovel or something. Let me see if I can. I don't want to damage nothing. You know, I'm in areas that I don't find a lot of stuff because there wasn't a lot of people. I'm gonna have to turn this off and come back. I'll get it out and we'll see what it is later. Oh, folks, look at the handle, and that looks silver to me. It was right under this root. That's why I was hitting it. It was so big, I thought it was down in there deeper. But this looks like maybe it could be silver. Oh, it's silver, folks. Look at that. 100. Oh, it's a nice one. It's, oh man, it's all got flowers on it. All right, well, I'll get it cleaned up a little bit and we'll see later. Alright, right there's where I dug that silver spoon, and I think it might be silver plate, but it's still going to be really nice. There's a lot of silver plate on it. We'll have to see. I'm not sure yet, but it's stamped and it's an expensive piece. But right here I had a repeating 86, and it's like right there. We'll see what's down in here. Oh, folks, another one, and this might be silver. Look at that. Another spoon. This one has some damage, but oh, look at the roses on it. I think it's silver plate, but they're cool. Later. Alright, I'm back. Right there's that old foundation. Right there's the hole for the spring. Right back in here. I don't know, this detector's so good, unless that's a smashed can, old style can. That might be something good. I wanted to show you before I dug it up. It's right there. We're gonna go over and pinpoint this bad boy. Later. Alright, you can see I'm cut again right there, and this is why. I got whatever it was in that hole in my hand in a clump. I haven't looked at it yet, but right here's this multiflora stuff. These look like raptor claws or something. These things are so sharp, and look at them. They're just, they're even curved, so they really dig in like a shark's tooth. But see here, we'll do this together. Oh, that sounds nice. Let's break her in half. Oh, it's a coin. Oh, baby, it's going to be an Indian too, and it's going to be one of those beautiful ones, I bet you. Oh, man, right by this old foundation. Look at this, and it's a... Oh, yes, it's an Indian, I think. It is, and I can tell by feeling it. We're gonna clean it up when we get home. It's gonna be beautiful. It's just gonna be, wait till you see this. I'm pretty sure the other two were just magnificent, and this has all kinds of detail. It was dropped new, and this is drained real good, rocky stuff. Wow, did it again. 2 spoons and now this, and I'm looking today, so we got it dialed in today. Later. Oh God, folks, look how green this is. And it's 1897, and it's just beautiful. That's just one side with spit. It's emerald green. It looks like Aztec, like jade or something. Oh man. Wait till you see this in pictures, which will be up next. Man, I'm on fire today. 2 axe heads, 2 silver plated spoons, and now this. Later. All right, I'm over here. I'm gonna show you this well here real quick. I've been finding I'm metal detected down in it here. You can see it's rock line back in there. And they had mason jars in this, and they had beer bottles in it. And I guess I found spoons today, so I guess there could have been like a hand living out here. This is a farm outpost of some kind from the early 1900s of a farm that were rich. So it's just concentrated right in here around this. I can't find nothing really away from it except horseshoes, but I'm on a roll today. I'll see if I can't find some old silver. I'm looking. Later. All right, I dug that other Indian head, 1897, beautiful green one right there, right over here. I don't know what this is. It sounds awful good. It's a nice solid signal, and we're around a really old house foundation, so you got to dig this one. And wish me luck on this. I'll be back after we see what it is. Later. All right, I'm down to it. It's in the clay right here. I'm walking through multi-floor, so it's hard for me to hold this thing, and I'm cut again today. I don't feel like this is easier doing it this way. Yep. Huh, what the heck is that? Some kind of old buckle. That's exactly what it is. Look at that, another artifact, and it says stuff on it. Let me get it. It says SOLIDE. Wait, yeah, in the middle one. Well, it's definitely got a maker's mark, and it's old. It's got a crest up here at the top. This is a nice buckle. Look at it, man. It's got writing all over it. I'll get it cleaned up and I will show you on cleanup. Great find. This is a nice one. It's even got the paint on it. Later. And this is a good spot. You can see all this old glass in the ground. Been trying to get this out. It feels like I've got multiple horseshoes here stuck. Look at them. There's at least 2 right there. It looks like. Let me see if I can pull these out of here. They're like stacked right on top of each other. There's one. There's 2 more nice ones, perfect old ones, probably from the late 1800s from the coins. I'll go over the hole again, but 2 more good finds. 2 axe heads, 2 horseshoes, and a awesome buckle Indian head penny. Haven't even been here long. But Alright, I'm back in here in this multiflora patch. I was swinging my detector back in here, and god dang it, that stuff's sharp. I got something right here. It was ringing up in the 70s, but it's hard to tell what it is because I'm sitting around an old place. There is some cans out in the woods from hunters, but you gotta dig this. Man, let me get it out of here. And it's too tough holding this. Or wait. I got it out, whatever it is. Right here it is. Oh, it's another piece of jewelry. Man, that's an old one. It's like a, we'll have to get it cleaned up. It's like a locket or something. It's not great metal, but it's something like that. Later. Yeah, got another piece of a horseshoe right here. It's not been long since I found that penny. Still finding horseshoes and cool stuff. Later. Alright, I'm heading down out of here. I didn't find nothing else, but I'm pretty whipped. I've been walking pretty much all morning and then took a break and then come back, and you know, I just gotta go home and relax. I had a pretty good day, and I hope you enjoy watching. That's going to be a nice penny when it's cleaned up, and I'm anxious to see what that silverware looks like and who made it. Some cool stuff. Later.